one ER about the other. Listen up, you're at a higher time in your life. Right now, you listen to Avril. Let the truth be known.
In the politics area, you know, she have it.
Never had a boring moment in my life.
She's the voice of the Caribbean.
Back as I remember, I was never alone. No. Queen Avril is on the throne. No more feeling lonely. Avril rules the air, you know. Every day is like an Avril day.
I have to. There you go again. Okay, let me speak into the mic, and if someone is out there, they will let me know if they can hear me, because there's a disconnection someplace tonight. But anyway, it is the Avril Show, and we're going to go into this program tonight like a boss. The number one show around town, the number one show in Radio Land. So no matter what you do or what you say, this is the number one show. Even when it's one person watching, that's the greatest thing. Here we go. There was a disconnection, wasn't it? Or it's just on my end. Let me see what I'm feeling. Okay. Let me know if you're hearing me. Someone just write on the screen and let me know, because I'm not getting it on my end. Okay, we're gonna go into a play mode here now. Someone said they're hearing me loud and clear, but Problem Phipps, you say loud and clear. If there's anyone out there, remember, this is not a Facebook Live show where I can see you're watching, but I can, if you comment, that's the only time I will know that you are. So let me take this thing out, because night, hearing and waiting patiently. Small pause, yes, but I guess I'm back now. Let me see. Am I back? Yes, loud and clear. Okay. All right, hearing. Good. Boy, I tell you, Love Bobby is right on time for things. She don't play. I guess when you have your big color screen, well, Love Bob, I'm actioning off. I'm raffling a 65-inch top of the line television. Is for $20, 4 tickets for $20. It's an auction, I call it a raffle. 65-inch top of the line television. Pat Dawson, I haven't heard or seen you in a long time. Hope you're okay. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for saying good night. Love you too, cuz. Love you. Love Bob. I don't know if you're watching on your big screen TV because you and your mother. I wonder if your mother in here or someplace else, because people travel like crazy. But I'm on here tonight to just run my mouth for a quick minute, and then I'm going to be out your way. But someone asked me a question, and I am going to answer it tonight. See, tonight I come here to talk about the stuff that you guys been talking about, that been just wrecking my spirit and wrecking my soul. And I come on to say my little take on that. Schedule change again. Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Okay, so I come on tonight to run off my mouth a little bit on this thing. Not, I won't call no name of no islands because this ice show speed young man has been all over. So it's not a sink, it's or anything. It's a ice show. Uh, she right here. Yes, we are. Okay, all right. She in New York. I don't see my family too often, but at least when it's time to come together, I see them, especially when they're ready to eat and drink. But anyway, let me say this loud and clear. And as long as you're hearing me, we are going to talk because I have to say something. I'm a little disappointed with our island people, the way we behave when we see people we consider celebrities, okay? And for those people who log on just to see what wig I'm wearing and all this crazy stuff, fine. Okay, Juina Buchanan, good evening to you. Thank you so much for commenting. But let me tell you all something. I do my show, whether one person watching, two people watching, or three, it doesn't matter. I am not going to sit here waiting for the people to log on. They could see it later. And I tell the people, share the show. Sometimes people say, I miss it. I log on late. But if we share it, it's just a reminder to let people know that the show is on. Okay? And it's not to make me big or proud or stand up with my head swell because my head can't swell no bigger than it is right now because I love this wig and it look good on me. So my head swell already. But anyway, I just want to congratulate Antigua and Barbuda. And let me tell you something. I love the Barbuda, Antigua and Barbuda Prime Minister. I love him for one thing. The man feisty, he speak his mind and he do not care. Like the people it hot. I love him for that. Man, the man call the election and do what he has to do, and he do what he has to do. I love those kind of things. People in St. Kitts and Nevis, all you all do is sit down and every day you turn on, you all sit down there, fight politics. If somebody just write something, if somebody had even put up something about my hair, somebody gonna come on and say, oh, she probably labor, she probably this. What does the hair has to do with politics now? That's all they do and talk about down there. It is so amazing that we live every day for politics and we're not helping to change the state of our islands. Okay, so if just the politicians them alone doing the work and we sit down and fuss and fight every day over foolishness, this is what is so depressing to me. Well, let me go into it. Good night to you, Miranda, my ambassador. Good night, good night, good night, Dad. I just saw your comment. But anyway, and just shared it. Thank you so much, Rina. Okay, every time you turn on to a St. Kitts page, somebody does something and St. Kitts, it's all from January to December. Politics, politics, they even will put lies and deceit. And that's why tonight I am going to talk about this influencer thing that you all have going because there's a disease called influencer. So I don't know if it's that you're all talking about. But beside that, let me say something to you all people of St. Kitts and Nevis. I'm not knocking another man island right now. I'm going home to St. Kitts and Nevis. Now, big up to Big Lies, who they say is Aisha Slow. Big Lies, they call the slow one, and you all had Aisha Speed. Now, I am here as a person from, as they call us, small island. And a person that is small because I'm not big. I'm big in size and weight, but that's the furthest I'm gonna go. Now, when I look at St. Kitts people, and don't say Nevis, because Nevis, the few people out in Nevis that was talking about why Aisha, I ain't even calling the young man name because I'm not here to promote nobody. Okay, the young man come to St. Kitts and they say he have millions of followers and stuff like that. So he's popular up here, right? I guarantee you that a lot of people that hear about that young man in St. Kitts didn't hear of him before he came down there. right? They didn't know a thing about him. They don't know anything about him. But all they down there on is this young man that came there and locked down St. Kitts. They had a parade down there. When I saw the parade, I thought it was a joke. That long time me ain't see you. You say, my girl, actually you claiming me now, eh? You want me now. When me not claim you didn't want me. But anyway, the young man come to St. Kitts. You all do nothing about him. Whether or not it help St. Kitts or not, or it put St. Kitts on the map. St. Kitts always been on the map. Okay? People come and give you all a little ratings for a day. Those are ratings. After a while, you don't even see the videos anymore. And let me tell you all something. People are going to see it. People are influenced every day, and we all are influencers. And they always talking about influencers. What bothers me, and I want you all to share this, because I want the right person in St. Kitts to curse me out, because I love when people curse me out. It make me better. It don't make me worse. Now, the young man came to St. Kitts, and the excitement was, they say he have millions of followers, millions of views. And that is why St. Kitts and every place go crazy, because he was in the islands, right? I don't have millions of followers and I don't have millions of views. But you know what I told myself? When I log on to Facebook, Facebook don't has me as an influencer. If you look on my page, they say I am a digital creator. You know why I accept that? Anything that I post on my page is created by me. I come up with ideas, I create stuff, and I put it on social media digitally, and I create it. So I'm a digital creator, and I will accept that on behalf of Facebook. Now you all go on there, and everybody's up in the feelings. I hear some people saying, oh, what about the St. Kitts influencers? Why they ain't promoting them? How come we have influencers here and nobody pushing them? How much are you pushing me? Am I not an influencer to many of you? You all don't understand that we are caught up so much. You had to Google who is Speed, right? Thank you. Because you know nothing about the man until he start traveling to the island. Why you think the young man did it? He doing that to create contents to put on his social media page. That's all he's doing. He came up with a plan. I'm going to the islands. He's going to create content to put up, because when you put yourself in a position to call yourself an influencer, and these names that came out of nowhere, people don't understand that these are things created by social media to drive us crazy. People sit down on social media 12 o'clock at night, cooking food, putting up food, all kind of nonsense they're carrying on with. I want to know, why would I be on social media and TikTok and all these nonsense places, cooking food, 12 o'clock at night in my kitchen, winding up myself, carrying on, to each his own. I'm saying me, I don't have time for that. So when people ask me, why don't you be a TikTok influencer? I want to know, what is an influencer for you guys people? It's a name that is created. Or haven't you give yourself enough credit that you have been an influencer in people's life from the day you were born? Every day of your life, some of you is influencing people. I am here every week doing this show. Nobody ever called me an influencer because I don't have 5 million views. So I'm not an influencer, but I give God thanks for one thing. The lives I have touched, the life I have changed, the things that I'm doing. Good night to you also, Orville Clark. The people life that I have impacted and being an influence in their life, that is an influencer. You all gonna sit down and get caught up with social media, calling you guys influencers for you all to drive you all self crazy. Now, when I saw the young man in St. Kitts and Trinidad, I said, Father, I pray for that young man. Because you see, when you are surrounded and people put you up on a pedestal that you have never reached before, and you're not able to hold on to that, you will fall flat. I was praying for him. When I saw in St. Kitts, they had the parade for speed. I had to ask myself, can he handle the heat? Can he handle, do he know anything about our soca music and our walk-up music? Can he handle the crowd that he's seen there that he never get elsewhere? How much you know what the guy is about, what he can handle, to prepare for him when he come? And however he got there, I don't know if it's tourism. I don't know who paved the way. I didn't ask no question because I'm not getting into that. He came there. He traveled. He planned his trips. He know what he was coming to do. Some of you start fighting, St. Kitts and Nevis fighting. What are they fighting for? Why he ain't come to Nevis? How come they turn it into politics all of a sudden? How come you're not in Nevis doing that? Why only St. Kitts? What happened to Nevis? And they're gone to war now. So you and I, who's supposed to be neighbors, is going to war. You and I, who is friends all along, is going to war because I am from Nevis and Speed only went to St. Kitts and he didn't come to Nevis. Then it turned into politics and the government this and the government that. Let me tell you all something. I respect Premier Mark Brandley. And I've seen Mark every day of my life putting up Men Can Cook. He out there showing off the food in Nevis. He's showing up the roads. He's showing everything. He's showing the growth and development, right? And I always comment. I'm not from Nevis, but I comment and say, I love that. Mark, keep doing what you're doing. And I encourage him, right? I never say, how come St. Kitts ain't doing this? How come you ain't doing this in St. Kitts? You all people, they have a tendency to say, oh, you know, one man wrote up, oh, you could never get that much followers if you're from St. Kitts because St. Kitts is only this big. This is how small your people think of yourself, that because of the size of St. Kitts, you already limit yourself, that you can have 5 million views. What is wrong with you as a people? When you are going to grow, and when you are going to change your mentality from the way that you all think and behave, that you all sit down and put yourself down, that because you're small, you can't have this much views, and Speed is from America, so you have that much views. Well, let me ask you all something. If Speed is from America, and Speed have millions of views, why he care to get more views with what he have already, that he has to come to St. Kitts and Trinidad and all our small little islands to come do what he have to do to put on his page, watching from Alabama, Maddie MC. Hi, good evening to you. Oh, you just touched my life. Someone told me that I have a viewer all the way in Alabama. So you're the person. Thank you so much for tuning in. See, I am going to say exactly what I was just saying before you log on, Angela Smith. I am going to repeat myself. I am not somebody that have 5 million views and 5 million followers like Speed, right? But when somebody say, I'm watching you in Alabama, it says a lot. We don't need to have 5 million views. We don't need to have 5 million followers to feel like we reach and we are influencer. We have to study the craft and we have to wonder, are we influencing people and touching lives in the things that we're doing on social media? Or you feel good because you have 5 million views, because you're going in a ring, you're slamming people, you're winding up yourself, so you get 50,000 people. I see Carnival. I was watching something the other night, and let me tell you something. I see a young lady skin out herself. And for the older folks, when I say skin out yourself in the islands, that's what we say. And when I see that girl, how she behave and what they put on social media, for me as a woman and men out there to watch this girl, do you know right now, women don't have no privacy in the bedroom? You know, one time men used to watch us and can't wait to take off with clothes, can't wait to get in our bedroom to see what we look like. Men don't do that no more. Men is not excited over bodies and sex and how woman body look anymore. They seeing it. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Maddie MC. They are seeing us every day. We skin out every day. And people would say, leave the young people them alone. So you're trying to tell me when I was growing up and I go to Juve and I know everything changed. And before you correct me, I'll correct me. I know people going to tell me, oh, this is not back in the 80s. Everything changed. Grow with the change. I'm not going with no change. I am not skinning out. Whoever do it, more power to them. Because guess what? The person had about maybe 15,000 views in no time. And women saying, oh my God, I wish I were there to do that too. And this, everybody have the crowd, everybody have the following. I am not going to get the following that somebody else get. But I want to make sure that I don't let social media dictate who I am by calling me an influencer. When you turn around, you have not influenced nobody nothing good other than how to skin out, how to thief, how to lie, how to cheat. And if that's what you're influencing, that's you. But everybody influence is not the same. So when you sit down and say, oh, how come they're not pushing me as an influencer like they push Speed? And why they ain't doing this for me? Listen to me, people. When you know yourself and you know what God called you to be and what God called you to do, you will never compete with nobody for their followings, for their likings, and for what men are saying about them. Walk in your lane and focus on you so much that the lives you are changing every day, you are an influencer and nobody have to give you that name. I am so disappointed in people that they see somebody doing something and all of them that talking about the young man who down there because he have millions of views and that's why they bring him. If half of you could get half of his views, you all would feel the same way too. You understand me? Because all of you that talking, you all are doing the same thing, trying to get those views. I come on here sometime. Thank you, Miranda. I come on here sometime. And sometimes even two people might comment to let me know they're watching. I don't know how much more is watching because this is not a Facebook live show. Right? So when my people comment and say they're watching, I big them up. I thank them for letting me know they're watching. Some of you watch behind the scene. I still thank you. Do you think I'm going to sit here now and complain about only 10 people watch me? If it's 10 people watch me, but I change to life or encourage 2 people, that's what an influencer is. Not you come on social media every day cussing and ranting and raving and cussing each other and destroying and tearing down one another. Okay, don't watch me, Thornton. Okay, you're gonna sit down there and tell me that you sit down there and you are cursing and carrying on, and all I could see you doing on social media every day is fighting one another, cussing one another, and you are an influencer? Yes, you are an influencer. You're influencing the people that like you, the people who like what you're bringing, and if that's what you're influencing, that's you. Everybody is an influencer. The person that go out every day and sweep the street and somebody tape it and put it on social media, that person is an influencer. Because somebody see that person cleaning the street and say, you know what, maybe I need to do that. That's where the word influencer should be used. But because social, do you understand that you have 2,000 people on your Facebook page? Even 1,000. Some people just have 5. Some people have 50 friends and they don't care for that because their friends is who they could talk to, laugh with, and enjoy their day. They don't care for nothing else, right? And I am going to say this to you, my people. Everybody that send you a request, it don't say request, you know, it's a friend request. So everybody that come on your page, they calling them your friend. So you have a friend request and you accept, oh, I get a new friend. everybody is your friend. And after they get on there, you forget they're your friend. They don't comment, they don't like, they don't interact. They may watch you and you don't even know they're there because they're not communicating with you. What's the purpose of having 5,000 friends? You make birthday and you're lucky if you have 200 people wishing you happy birthday. But when you look at your friend list, you have 5,000 friends. Well, listen, keep them right where they're at. If they're there just to watch you and you're influencing them in some way, and that's why they want to be on your page, keep them there. Don't delete them. Maybe they're just right there being quiet, but guess what? You are influencing them in some way. Some people may just be watching you because Maddie MC, you might be a dietitian. And because you speak, you understand? Good night again to you, Terrence William. You are influencing people in ways that people don't even understand. But some of us are on social media and we are working ourselves to death, trying to be like Speed, to have 5,000 followers, 5,000 like, you know how much you sit down every day. And because 200 people no comment and like, you all don't even understand that some of the time 3,000 people see you, but only 50 people comment. Stop worrying so much about who watch, who see, who comment, who like, who share. Don't worry about that. Worry about if you are an influencer and a positive one. That is the word. So this thing about who is influencer and who have more followings, let me tell you something. The part that get me the most, that depress me, is that our people only know how much we are an influencer when we are like Speed. Somebody say, oh my God, he got 5 million followers, 5 million views. That's what excites us. We only get excited over people when they make it to the top and they look like they're doing good. But we must remember, if you name the many people that was at the top doing good, I remember I was at an event where R. Kelly was. And trust me, I'm glad I wasn't wearing wig. The way they push and carry on, they want picture with R. Kelly. Some of them, oh my God, R. Kelly, and they want to be underneath R. Kelly. When R. Kelly scandal started on his life, those same people remove his pictures. They say he need to rot in jail. They wish he never come out of prison. But those same people were screaming for R. Kelly the other day. And R. Kelly was the one that had us bumping and whining. And oh my God, we were so in love when we hear R. Kelly music. But after R. Kelly being pulled down, nobody wants to be with R. Kelly. People, if you love somebody, love them because they influence your life and they impact your life in some way and they touch you in some way and they can make a difference in your life. Because if you love them because they feel that they're a celebrity and they feel like something good, they're all on top of the world and the world's screaming for them. When the world stops screaming for them, are you going to find them somebody that you love? Are you going to admire them? Do not love somebody for the nice wig they wear like mine. Because when I take off this wig, is my nappy hair under there, and I would wear my nappy hair out tomorrow so you can see it. Because you know what? You're going to love me for the nappy hair. You're going to love me for everything else. But you have some women out there, they only look beautiful all the time. They would even sleep in a wig. If the man call and say they're coming over, they put on a wig right away. You're not supposed to see them when they don't look good because you're supposed to worship the fake wig and the fake eyelash and the fake everything. And tomorrow, when they take off all of that, you don't want no part of that woman. Baby, I want you all to love for the right reason. Stop following these influencers. Stop going, and I want you all to share this because the first person to cuss me, I am going to give them 4 free tickets because you know something, I love when people curse me out. It means I touch something in your soul. But I'm saying to you guys, people, if the young man came to St. Kitts and he did not bring 100 people with him that sit in a restaurant, eat, take tours, taxi drivers take them around and do all that, how much he influenced the taxi drivers. You all got to understand the man come there for his own personal gain, but in some respect, he put St. Kitts and Trinidad and every place he went on the map, because there's a lot of people who never heard about Speed until he came to St. Kitts, and there's a lot of people who gonna see his page, who been following him, who say, I never heard of that place, St. Kitts. Where is it? I would like to know if he went there and he said it was good. Those people will come. You all need to stop talking nonsense. Some of you arguing over foolishness. I have done things here where look at my new friend here, Maddie MC, who is watching me from Alabama, right? People watching me in North Carolina, somebody watching me in Florida. As long as I could influence somebody in a positive way, I'm an influencer. My God, I want every one of you to touch yourself tonight and say, I'm an influencer. The person that you're influencing, the lives that you're touching every day and impacting, you are an influencer. Do you know how many people out there doing great things that never been talked about? Nobody ever acknowledged them. Do you know they closed down the airline after what, 35 years, Spirit or whatever airline? And do you know how many people was cleaners there that keep the airline going for 35 years and they closed down and they never acknowledged them? And without those people cleaning the airline couldn't make a move without the plane clean. And some of those people never even get the opportunity for the work that they do to be recognized, or somebody say, we appreciate you, or even give you an award or tell you thank you. They just work, they get a paycheck and they go home. But they influence somebody every day. We walk on the airline and we go travel and we look at the pilot and the only person, okay? San Antonio, Texas. Thank you so much, Gina. Dr. Ben, thank you for Johannesburg. I know you're all over Africa, and wherever you are, you spread the word and you spread my show. Thank you so much. So somebody's watching me from Texas. Somebody's watching me from Alabama, North Carolina. You think that I'm going to sit down and worry about how many people watch the show? Or I'm more concerned, like a pastor. When you go to church, the church is filled. 500 people in the church, and all of we come out and go home, and you say, wait, the pastor call an altar call, not one person go up and get saved. How many life he touch? How many life he change? But you got a big church full of people and you don't save 2 souls for the Lord. Stop going around and feeling less than people because people are influencer because they got so much followers, and oh my God, let me tell you something. Corey, I will be calling you back later. Before I came on this show, I just see Corey send me a message from Jamaica. Avril, can you talk? Those are the people that get me to Jamaica for jazz and blues all over. I would never have reached where I am today if it wasn't for strangers. It's not my own people that pushed me to where I'm at. I'd been on radio from 2002, and it was 2004. Naomi Bradshaw Ward called the radio station and say, why you talk so much about St. Kitts? Are you from St. Kitts? I said, yes, I am. She said, can I speak to you? She didn't even know me. She didn't even know I was a Kittitian. Everybody thought on that radio station I was a Jamaican, because a lot of Jamaicans up there, and I was the only small person in there, okay? Making the most noise, the only female up there from St. Kitts making the most noise. Curtis Cook, all the way in St. Kitts watching me now. So I cannot sit here tonight and because 10 people watch my show and somebody has 1,000 people watch the show, that they're more of an influencer than me. No, I will never limit myself or put myself to a level to make nobody feel that they're bigger than me. Okay? I am never going to do that. So if you're all waiting for that to happen, this is the biggest show that is around town and will remain around town, because nobody bigger than me. Because God already ordered me and put me where I'm at, and what I'm doing, I'm not doing it because of me. I'm not doing it to be in spotlight. There is something about why I do what I got to do, because sometimes I want to give up. And there's a voice in the back of my head say, go and speak to the one person that want to listen. I am not on here for nothing. I was out on Saturday. And I want to say congratulations to Butler Memorial Church celebrating 114 years anniversary. And I was there and I felt so warm and welcome. I was at a table and everybody ordered oxtail. So I said, you know what? This is the oxtail table. I left there feeling so good. And when I left, I have a few people that don't even know me. And I heard somebody over there telling them who I am. And I said, I just do a talk. I just talk a lot. She said, no, Avril, you just don't talk a lot. Do you know those same people text me and tell me they will be coming to my breakfast on June 6th? I attracted new people in my life by going out and supporting people and just being there for somebody. I attracted other people. So sometimes you don't know the life you touch just by being in a crowd, in a company. Daniel Warner, don't give up on yourself. Don't feel less than. Don't compare yourself with nobody else. King Elimat died. King Elimat sing music all his life. I grew up hearing about King Elimat. Now Elimat dead. They must send me Elimat music. They're sending me video with Elimat. What am I going to do now? Play them? Can you call Elimat now and tell him that I'm playing his music? Is he going to listen now that he's dead? Why we wait until people go 6 feet to create all kind of video of them, putting up all the picture on social media, playing the music, doing all this nonsense? But you had the man music sitting down there all along and you wouldn't put it out there. I don't want you all to put me out there when I'm dead and gone. Put me out there now. I am from the island, right? And half of you wouldn't share my show. Half of you don't believe that you all have to share it. And it's not because they don't think my show is good enough, Jackie Herbert. It's not because they don't think my show is decently good enough to be shared enough. But they think if they share me, I'm going to get big, I'm going to blow up, and I'm going to get 50 million views like Speed. Won't you be happy to see your own rise? Aren't you happy to see your own person rising in life? But we don't like to promote our own. And Speed come to St. Kitts. Give me my flowers now, Terrence. You've been doing it. I know that you've been pushing me. I remember many times you say, I deserve more. Many times you sit with me and I say, Terrence, it's okay. Because sometimes your own don't recognize you because they know you. They know when you had no shoes on your foot. They know you when you used to walk around with your nappy here. And that's all they remember about you. So they just look down on you every day of your life. They don't value you. But I want to thank Plum Warner, a man from St. Kitts that I respect, Plum Warner. When Plum talk about me, Dr. Bent do the same thing too. When Plum talk about me to people, Plum talk to me, to people, like I am somebody so big and famous and all these things. And I say, Plum, it's okay. But Plum always raise me up, push me, encourage me, and tell me about how much I influence him and how much I touch his life. And sometimes I'm so shocked. You understand? So let me tell you something. Some of the same people them you have around you, they call them your friend, even your family. I will be doing this show. And if I have to ask some of my friend and family when last they watch my show, they probably don't even know. They don't have time because they're on TikTok watching somebody else and they commenting and liking and the person don't know them, don't respond, and don't even remember that they comment. The person just know you're building them up. You're making them have million followers and they like to know, wow, you mean to say I have 1,000 views? I see a man on there, I think he's from Africa. Every time I see me butt bigger than mine. And let me tell you, the amount of people me see commenting on him and all he do is twitch up his behind and shake his behind. You understand? She's strong because of the porridge. That's why. So let her keep Lepala send the porridge. Thank you, Drina. Right? You think that those people watching that man, the man know them? You think if they fall tomorrow, the man is there? You think if they want to create a thing like they say Elimat dead and they'd want to do a GoFundMe, you think you could have asked that man to send some of his $1 million that he have for the GoFundMe to bury somebody like King Elimat? Well, let me tell you all something. And Curlin Thompson, they may not like me ttonight, but I'm going to say this. Any big artist out there that been out there making money since I born, and now that I'm old, you're older and you die and go. You're supposed to die in peace, bury with class and dignity. Nobody should be arguing about what they should do for him. No, we did, and they should do this and they should do that. No, when he was alive, that's the argument that you all should have been doing. Say, hey, we have King Elimat, we need to do this, and if they don't do it, you do it. I don't like talkers, I like doers. That's why anything God called me to do, I do it. You all need to stop talking about what people should do for other people and do it yourself. Stop telling people what they should do when a man await to be buried. And any man who was a big famous artist, I'm not saying Elimat was, because let me tell you something. You know how many of you going to sit down today and hate me? But $20 a month, you could have a life insurance, even if it's $5,000 or $10,000. It don't have to be much, but it could bury you. And if when Elimat was alive, I tell people, I couldn't get close to Elimat because he was a celebrity. So all these bodyguards and everybody will walk and put celebrity in a box where you can't get close to them. You want to take a picture with them. And Mary Sue, a pleasant good evening to you also, sweetheart. Thanks for tuning in. Let me tell you something. Humble yourself. That is when God works in your life. Some people every day, doing, making change, doing this and doing that, and not a soul knows them doing it. Because the people that you all are running and gravitating to is not the one making it. It's the dishwasher. It's the cleaning man. And if you're a cleaner, be the best cleaner that you can be. Shine the floor. That when they walk on the floor, the only thing they could say, I wonder who cleaned this floor. You're impacting the people's life. You're an influencer. Don't make nobody fool you and make you feel like you ain't nobody. Everybody want to be a RN. Everybody want to be a doctor, because that's how we think people respect us. But let me tell you something. Some of you have the big titles and still don't have the respect from the man or the woman in your life, because that don't mean nothing to them. What means something is your character and who you are and how much you're influencing them. You're not influencing your own family, your own children, but you're walking around calling yourself influencer. Now the young man come down to the island and blow up on his page, and he have how much views and how much, and you all sitting down and you all have great people in your islands doing great things, and you all pass them every day like it's nobody. What about the fisherman? I get some fish from St. Kitts the other day, and I don't want the fish to finish up. The fish tastes good and the fish fresh and nice. I will want to find the fisherman. Growing up, nobody want a fisherman. Nobody want a mechanic, their hand too dirty. Nobody want a fisherman because it's just a fisherman. No, the price of fish, I wish I had a fisherman. You all need to stop and lift each other up, and you will see how beautiful this world is. My show is on. They wouldn't share it. Somebody say, oh, I didn't know you want me to share it because you never say so. So if I touch your life and you enjoy watching me, can't you just share it so somebody else could watch it who never watched it before? What you guys think that you are doing for me by sharing the show? You ain't doing a thing to me but helping somebody else to hear something that they might want to hear or they might miss. I bet you if I bring on a doctor tomorrow to talk about something, you all don't want to watch it. It's not important. You all gonna watch Carnival. You all gonna watch who was skin out and who shot people business and who do this. It's not important. But when you guys get it together, it's going to be too late. So may Elimat rest in peace. I'm not knocking him, but I don't want to hear Elimat music now because he dead. I could play Elimat music anytime, whether 6 months from now, like I used to do in the past. But I'm not going to play it now because give it 2 weeks from now, they ain't playing it no more. But I guess it's for followings. I guess people want to put up all the Elimat picture now for people to follow the page and like the page because they put up all these great picture of dead Elimat. But when Elimat was alive, I forget Elimat was sick. I didn't even remember Elimat was in the hospital and Elimat was sick. Because nobody was talking about him like that. Now all I got to hear now is Elimat. And you know Elimat dead and play music when you get on the air. I say not on my show. I'm not playing no song tonight for Elimat because Elimat dead. Why you all didn't send it 2 weeks ago and tell me, hey, play this song. Don't forget, keep Elimat on them. What about Mixed Talk? And all these people will bring out good music. They didn't go and you all forget the music now. I tell you all, people, I am going to continue to do what I do for the community and for the people and the lives and the people who I touch, who follows me, who care to support me, because when I do things, I don't do it to benefit me. I do it for benefit all of us. It's a day I want to come together with my people. I just love doing things that bring my people together. And at the end of the day, ask anybody about my show. I don't even want to host my show because I don't care for the spotlight. I like to put other people in the spotlight. You understand? And I want to big up Miranda Henry, my ambassador for my cancer foundation, who is doing a great job all the way in Connecticut. She don't live in New York, but she's making such an impact on my foundation. And half of you sit down here. If I do my show, you come by yourself just to say, let me just go support her so she could say that I come. But they would never drag the neighbor or their friend and tell them, oh, a great cause, she's doing a great job. Come with me and see it for yourself. You know, much people come to my event one time and they say, oh my God, I coming back. I didn't know it was like that. Because nobody ever tell them. Nobody ever spoke about it. Some of us, somebody said to me this, Happy Mother's Day. Before I forget, to all the mothers out there, put it on the screen and just say Happy Mother's Day so people can know that we say Happy Mother's Day. Touch somebody's life. Well, let me tell you something. Someone said to me, I never come to your event because you never invited me. If nothing hurt me more was that nonsense, foolish talking. Do you know I am Facebook? And Facebook put up all kind of events. And I see a lot of my people will comment and say, I can't miss this. I'm going to this. All they did was a promotion, you know. And you pay your money. You gone to the Apollo. You gone down to Brooklyn, to that place in Brooklyn where they have events. And all they did was put it on Facebook that they're going to have this and they're going to have that. How come they didn't call you and invite you? But because you know me and you think of me as Little Avril, I will have to call you and beg you to come support my event. That's the small-mindedness of our people. You don't see it and say that look like a good cause. Let me call a few of my friends and we go support this. If everybody that say they so love what I do will bring 5 friends out to my event, we can carp that room, and in return, you're doing the favor for yourself. Because guess what? You will have something going on where my people will say, yes, I'll come and join you, Avril. Because I influence them when I take them to other people's event. Thank you, Angela. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Let me tell you something, women. I am going to forever big up the St. Kitts and Nevis Graduate Soccer Club because you see Plum and Ibu, they believe in everything I do. And no matter what I do, if they can't even be there, they're going to support me. Sonia from Canada and Uriel, thank you all for believing in me. The rest of you will just watch me and figure, well, she from St. Kitts, you know, oh, it's Avril. Never one day I see some of these people were on my Facebook page every day commenting and like, show up at my event to support it and make it a success. You are going to have followers, people. You're going to have followers. But it does not mean you're going to have supporters. So wish all the mothers happy Mother's Day on this thread, and let's send a trend. Let's encourage a mother who may not even hear it from their own children. And let's put it out there. Happy Mother's Day. It may not be happy for many mothers because we are mothers too. And maybe we lost our mother. Or maybe our mother is in nursing home. Some of us just lost our mother like Dr. Bent and many of us. My friend in Pennsylvania, okay, who just lost a mother in the Virgin Islands and had to go down and Miranda, you know, she had to go down and bury her mother. Mother's Day is not going to be a happy day for a lot, but I want us all as mothers to influence each other. When we talk in the word influencer, stop worrying about the millions and the thousands. Just influence one person. by making them smile and letting them know your mom be at rest, but she's not suffering. When you see some parents and you walk through the nursing home and they hook up on all kind of machine and these mothers are in there, can't breathe, trying to breathe, doctors poking them every day, medication keeping them afloat, they can't even get up, nurses don't turn them, they never turn. And those are the mothers that you look at. And the children who have to run and see them on Mother's Day. But your mother is resting in the arms of God and make peace. And you could live your life and remember mama in a special way. And you're sitting down crying over your mother, that giving God thanks for taking them home and taking them out of pain and suffering. People, don't be ungrateful to God. Just remember mama in a special way. But don't let Mother's Day be sad. Because if your Mother's Day is sad because you don't have your mother, you didn't love your mother, you're going to miss her. But when you think on her great memories and you think it's a road we all have to go, would you prefer your mother had buried you? Or you glad you was able to give your mother a good home going? And pray that somebody will do the same to you. Because remember, mama ain't gone someplace that we ain't going, you know. We all going there. So I want you to understand that is a good thing you was able to do that for your mother. But we got to pray that we would have our children or somebody to give us the same homegoing service that we give our mother. That's the special gift you have on Mother's Day. When you remember mama in a happy way. And you remember the great things mama taught you. And you remember all the food mama taught you how to cook. Even if she couldn't cook, but she teach you her way. At least it was a start. But the most important mother is the mother that influenced you to be the greatest person that you are, serving God, knowing God, living right, carrying yourself like a mother and a lady. You understand? Because all of us was born as a woman. All of us born to be a woman. But how much of us can say we are a mother? How much of us can say we influencing our children in a good way? Some of the mother them skinning out. I see a mother skin out themselves at the parade in St. Thomas and the daughter skinning out and the two of them skinning out together. And I had to wonder which one was the mother, which one was the daughter. But now could the mother tell the daughter anything that she's doing wrong? The daughter might turn around and tell her, you can't tell me nothing because everything me I do, I learn from you. Impact your children's life in a way that even when they want to do slackness, they don't want to do it in your presence. They don't want to be there with you. But some people feel because them and their mother could do slackness together, they have a good relationship. If that's their relationship, it's fine with me. But don't come class your relationship with mine. Because many of you, that's what you all do. The influencer came to St. Kitts and all of your heads swell up over why you don't have the kind of influence that he have. He know what he doing. You see him on there cussing and carrying on. He put in something that attracting young people. We're not young people. Maybe we're not his crowd. So we're not following him. Leave the man enjoy his youthful days. He's going to reach my age one day where he look back and tell somebody, I also was an influencer. And I used to do that. You understand? So leave the youths them that doing what they're doing. The young people them is not watching me and you. They are watching him because those are the things they're into. We who into this now, what I'm into talking, I wish our people could influence our children them to be more involved in some of the things that we're involved in. You know, when we go out and we leave the kids them home. The kids don't know nothing about our culture. The kids them don't want to. I don't know what it is with the generation today. But let me tell you something. If you can touch one little life, even if you can't touch your children's life, touch another young child life. Because maybe when your children see what you're doing with other young people, they may want to do it. You understand? Because sometimes our kids don't listen to us, they're strangers. But let them say one day, you know what? My mom did tell me that. When a stranger once show them the right way, they say, you know what? My mom always tell me that. Let them go out and say, you're right, because my mom always tell me that. But when you say, oh, my mom never told me, I never hear my mom tell me that. All my mom showed me is how to smoke, drink, steal, rob, and cheat. You have problems. Generational curse is killing us, and we don't know that. People, I'm here tonight to say, I don't care about the thousands of views and how many people watch my show. I care about the 1 and 2 people that I influence, encourage, and help them to change their life. And God didn't call me to go to school to get PhD. That's not me. I read health books. I read books that could change my life. I am not into sitting in classroom. Trust me. I went to Monroe College. I give trouble from the day I start until the day I finish. I wasn't interested. I just wanted to get a degree so I could get a decent job. I wasn't interested in sitting down learning about computer, this and that. Now I wish I learned computer a little better, but it doesn't matter what I was learning back there. It was typewriters. And the typewriter, then will make noise where you go click, 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 click. That's what we had back then. So the world have changed. Things have changed. Stop comparing yourself, my people. No matter what you're going through, you'll be surprised to know you're doing more than some people that you don't know. But you're busy comparing yourself with influencers who are doing things, getting up every day. You think that young man had to go all the way down to St. Kitts and the Island them to make videos and so to put on a page? What do you think he was doing? Trying to keep up with his millions of followers, because the minute he don't have nothing to post, he might lose viewers. Then you say, what happened to him now? My page ain't doing nothing. They say, oh, he's sick. He not doing. Then people stop following him. Do you all remember that Jesus had many followers, but he still had somebody that betrayed him? People, I'm asking you all tonight, if you're on social media, put up whatever you want to put up. And if even 2 people watch it, be proud that somebody saw it. Just be proud, because that one person that see it, you might be surprised to know where it take you. Do you know all it takes is one person to see the great things that you do and take you to where you never thought you could be? But you're worrying about 5 million people who probably don't even care, who probably living with mental illness, depression, and just come on your page and watch you. You don't even know who watch you, but you have followers. Some people following me and I'm scared. I have friend requests from people I don't even know, never heard of, and I just say it's going to remain right there. I'm not interested in no more friends than what I have. So I'm asking you all tonight, don't wait until your mother died. Love her now. Don't wait until your wife and husband die. Love them now. And if you can't love them, leave them. Let somebody else love them. Don't waste people's time. Don't help people to live their life miserable because you in it. Come out and let somebody go in it who would help them be happy. And some of you wicked and because you miserable, I want to make other people's life miserable. Me ain't going away, leave him, I staying right here and make your life a living hell. That's what you all do. So 2 miserable people living in one house. And the house is there beautiful, but it's not a home because there's no love in the home. So Facebook, you have me as a digital creator, and I'm going to stay a digital creator because you know what? When I write a post, it's what comes to my mind. I create that and I put it on there digitally. So I am a digital creator. But the lives that I influence, that comes from God. I don't want man to give me title, because when they take it away from me, then I become depressed and miserable because I was living for what man say I am. People, I urge you that this show here is not about trying to look good. This show is about communicating with my people that I don't see daily, and hoping that together we can change each other's life. I like when you comment. I like when you tell me how I feel, and when you tell me where I'm wrong. And if you ever can tell me where I go wrong, you're not helping me to grow. So I am going to say to each and every one of you, a happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, and to all the mothers that is sleeping in peace. May they continue to sleep until we join them. And let us give thanks that God didn't keep some of our mothers around to suffer while we grieve. Do you know why your mother is suffering? You are suffering. Do you know why your mother is in pain? You are in pain. What good is it for you to cry and break down? I was at a funeral viewing, and I want to say this to everyone that came out last Friday night. I forgot that we was at a funeral viewing. Not a soul was crying. Not one of her children cried. Grandchildren no cry. We was all talking, Sarah Davis, talking about the life and how Sarah touched me and Sarah Davis encouraged me and all the great things I could have talked about Sarah Davis Friday night. Couldn't bring a tear to my eye. And when I look at Sarah laying there looking so beautiful as she always used to be, let me tell you something, my people. When you have a loved one die, and you could hear all the great things, not to say people perfect, but when the majority of good, they can say, that's what beautiful, because everybody's not going to like you and everybody not going to speak good of you. But when I tell you there was not there was dry eyes, because people were just celebrating her life and her memories. And I look at Sarah in the casket and I had no behavior in the funeral parlor. And I told her kids, just leave me alone because Sarah know that's how I behave. And if she was alive and she see me walking, she would have known that she would have that kind of behavior. So I behave just like Sarah know how to behave. I mess with her sons. I give trouble. We laugh. We talk. And everybody had a great time. I didn't feel I was at a funeral viewing at McCall's Bronxwood funeral. It was so awesome. So people, live your life now. That when you're dead and gone, people now break down and I cry and I talk about, oh Lord, you know, she had asked me to borrow $2. I didn't know to go buy two because she had a headache. I wish I'd give it to her because of the headache killer. You live bad with people when they're alive. And when people dead, the first thing you show up with, they're having a repass. I want to know why repass so important at a funeral. Sometimes I think people need to just cremate the family, have a service and send them home. You all never eat with the people them. Elroy, do I know you're just logging on and you're saying good night as I'm getting ready to close up? But I'm just saying thank you also for tuning in because you could watch it again and please share the show because I want this show to not be about followings and like, but it's just so if somebody is interested to know because sometimes people don't remember I'm on. People are occupied, people are doing things until they see somebody share it. They say, oh, I didn't even remember it was 9 o'clock. People come on late. So sometimes sharing the show is not a problem. I will never be big celebrity. Me too old to look to be celebrity status right now. A young girl touched my life at the Butler Memorial 114 anniversary luncheon they had. When the child touched my life, I came home. Do you know God already put in my head what to do with these young people? And I decide I'm going forth with it. I don't work off of my own. I don't get up and do things because I want to be recognized or people to follow me or to like me. God put things in me that people say, how you keep going? How you keep doing this? I started radio and television 2002 and started TV in 2009. And every time I come up with a topic or an idea or something, they say, oh, you come up with these things. I say, I don't know. I'm not doing nothing for praise. I am working off of some kind of gift God put in me. And as long as He give me breath, I'm going to continue going. So people, don't give up on your calling. Whatever God put you to do. I never know Miranda Phillips Henry. And when God put her in my circle, there was something I seen that young lady. And I said, there's something about her. And when I decide to honor her, it's because I see what she posts up positive. I say, how could a young lady have cancer? And posting up all these things. Some of us will be crawling up in a corner and out of this, and we're not happy no more, and we're falling apart because the doctor diagnosed us with cancer. I can't speak about me because if doctor come to me with that kind of thing, I don't know how I'm going to take it. We don't, we're placed in a situation, but when a person is placed there and you see how positive they are, they influence you and they influencing other people who may go through it. All of us have cancer cell. We don't know one day when one of them gonna just pop on us. You understand? But she influenced me in such a way. I said that to honor this young lady. And since then, God brought her in my life. She's been a force to work with when it comes to my foundation. So I give God thanks for the people that come. And when they come and they join with me, they're not building me up. We're building each other up. I'm helping them to grow and they're helping me to grow. And together, we all are making a difference and an impact on people's lives. So people, be careful how you hold back from pushing people to where God called them to go, because you're only holding back yourself. But some of you out there want to be celebrity and want to be this and want to be that, and you don't know yourself. And you look at other people and you think nobody will do this for you and nobody, you don't even know yourself. You see other people do something, you can't do it too. It's not for you. When it's for you, you will know it's for you. It's a gift. What is for you it's a gift. You cannot do what other people do. Some people say, well, duplicate is okay. If you ever take a picture and you duplicate it, it's not the same. The original is the original. But you have a copy of it. But if you don't watch it, people say, where's the original? They want the original. Ain't everybody like carbon copy? So be careful if we all will operate in the gift that God called us to do. This world will change. And before I go tonight, I want to say, pray for the pastors, pray for the churches, because they're failing us too. They're failing us too. People have turned away from churches. They've been turned away from church. And nobody go to find out why you stop coming, why you're not there anymore. They don't care. And the Bible talk about the lost sheep, but we don't care. So many souls have lost. So what are we talking about? Influencer? We'll continue to say, keep influencing somebody in a positive way. And then you would see the better world and the changing world. If I didn't change my diet, as Dr. Bent will say, eat less, portion control, watch what you eat. If I didn't change my but the way I eat, people say, you lose weight. I didn't lose weight because I took a pill or because I'm running to the gym. I just cut back on the things I used to eat that was not good for my body. You're welcome, Miranda. I just cut back on the things that were good for me. As we get older, our system change. But some of you not even willing to change. Here you, me love the ice cream. Sorry, me love the ice cream. So me eat it. And they say, but it's not good for you, but me like it. So they might eat it. They don't care. Some people tell you, well, if I die today, we are all going anyway. Sometimes we our own downfall. But tonight I'm here to say, if you haven't do it, just comment and say Happy Mother's Day on this group chat, because somewhere, somehow, somebody's not even thinking about Mother's Day. They're sad. They're miserable because their mother left them. Some people are alive and the mother don't even call their name. The mother, they don't even speak to their mother. But for those who care about mama, I hope it's not because mama dead and gone and you didn't get to do what you're supposed to do. Why you grieving so much? But when you think back on all the great things you have done for your mother and the love you have given to your mother on Mother's Day, you should be smiling. You'll be saying, if my mother was here now, I wish she was here now to eat with me like she always do. I wish she was here to do this. You're just having memories and flashback. And when that one tear drop that says, I wish she was here so I could love on her some more. It's okay. That's the kind of teardrop you want. But remember, God see those tears. God see those tears. Thank you so much, Yolanda Freeland. See, I wouldn't even know that you was watching unless you comment. But thank you so much. And remember to share this, because I want someone out there to understand that I want you to love on yourself so much, influence you and the people around you, and you are the biggest influencer there is. Don't put a number to whatever you put on social media. And that's going to dictate how much you're influence. Some people won't even tell you how much you touch their life. But as long as you know what you're putting out there is positive, continue to influence each other. And don't let social media have you as an influencer. That you got to work hard on TikTok to keep views, and you got to make contents every day. Some people, if they don't put up a content every day, they don't feel like human because they're living off of likes, followers, and that's what makes them feel important when their life is miserable and a living hell. Work on yourself and stop working to please social media and the world. The world don't care that much about you because when you fall, the world is not there to pick you up. You know what they're going to put on there? You hear about so-and-so who think he was big and Avril who thinks she was somebody special. You see, you don't hear about her. You don't hear what happened to her. When they don't put out the negative on you, you want to know those the people that say they love you. My people, love yourself enough to know that if you don't even put up a post, but you comment on somebody, post daily, and influence them, you're doing a great job. The world have changed. The churches have changed. Families have changed. Friends have changed. But hold on to one person that never changed. Christ Jesus. Everything he promised us, he fulfilled. So until you get to know who God is, you're lost. Because when everyone turned their back on you, and you have nobody to talk to, you could go right in the corner of your house and cry out to God. He hears and he answers prayer. I love you guys. I thank you for putting up with me. I thank you for being here with me. And I thank you for encouraging me by just being here, by just commenting and saying good night. You are my influencers. You influence me.
Got everybody, this is Ty Trivet, and you're watching the Avril Show, keeping it fresh.
And remember, every one of those businesses that you see come across my screen, please respect them and take care of the businesses that is giving back. Those are the people, and make sure I can do what I'm here doing for you tonight. God loves you, and so do I. Curlin Thompson, hope to see you on June 6th. And to everyone who is coming out to support me on June 6th, you're in for a surprise, because I don't tell you half of it. Is when you come there, you get to know what you're coming to get. It's going to be a good morning. Let us break bread together. See you on June 6th. Doors open at 8 a.m. God love you. And Drina and everyone, thank you so much. Mary Sue, Yolanda Freeland, Problem Phipps, Miranda, Elroy, Maddie MC in Alabama, Trina Buchanan in Texas, Angela Smith, don't know where you are right now, Curlin Thompson, Mary Sue, Paula Thompson, Terrence William, Jackie Herbert, Danielle Warner, Gloria Bent, Curtis Crook, everyone, William Thornton, everyone who tuned in, Orville Clark, Love on Bob, keep loving girl, Latrell, good night to you, sir. Oh my goodness, Pat Dawson, everyone who stay up with me and watch this entire show. I thank you. I appreciate you. Keep sharing and keep sharing love. Share the show. I'm out. Happy Mother's Day, everyone.